Jessica here with another card video. Today I'm using these really adorable coffee monsters from Create a Smile stamps. They are just completely adorable, don't you think? I decided to use two of them and one of the accent stamps, which is this kind of cool coffee cup. And the color scheme that I have chosen for these really adorable little monsters is actually taken from a color challenge that was live at the Create a Smiles Facebook group when I made this video. I actually made this video about a week ago because I was just head off to a vacation in Greece. I had a very dear friend of mine who was going to take care of the kitties, and I felt I really needed to have a little thank you card for her, and I thought these monsters would be awesome to do that with. I'm using my favorite pink colors, which are the RV20s. When I started making cards about 3-4 years ago, this was one of my favorite color combination, the pinks, that is. But I have been going to more simple color schemes, so today I really wanted a big, huge pop of colors, so my RV20s came to the rescue. I'm also cutting all of these out by hand, fussy cutting with my scissors. They are Cutter B scissors by EK Success. They are my favorite fussy cutting scissors, and they make it really easy to cut. They're very nice, actually, really nice. This card is actually going to be a kind of coffee straw baggy card, but I'm using some chocolate milk baggies because I didn't have any coffee straws at home and I didn't have time at all to go and get them. For the card base, I'm starting by cutting my card base down to 6 3/4 by 10 3/4. Then I'm going to score them every 3.5 inches, so at 3.5, 7 and 10.5 inches. This is to make it able to fold in 3 because I'm going to make a little area where I can put the chocolate into. So I decided that this was the way to do it, and I'm actually decorating both the outside and the inside of this card. I'm also scoring half an inch at the bottom to be able to make that little pocket easier. Then I am going to use my bone folder to enforce all of those edges. This will make a crisper edge and it will make the card come together much more easy. I'm sorry I'm a little bit out of frame here and there. I didn't notice and I have to be a little bit better at it. Start by cutting away at the bottom. I'm cutting away on the two sides that doesn't have a little half an inch on the short side. So I just have on one of the kind of 3.5 inch pieces. It's 3.5 inches by 6 3/4 inches. 6.5 inch by 3.5 inch is the card front side, as I'm using 1/4 inch for my pocket edges. Also cutting a little wedge out of the page just to be able to put my easier to get out the chocolate straws. The paper I'm using today is from Lawn Fawn. I really love this paper, and the color scheme fitted perfectly with this set. With this the color scheme I was going for. So I'm cutting this through 3.5 by 2.5 inches. I'm putting two pieces because I'm going to have one on the outside and one on the inside of this little card. I'm also taking the edge piece and cutting a 1/4 inch strip. This is because I wanted a little bit of a strip on the edge of that little pocket to kind of make it a little bit more apparent that there is an edge there. So I'm gonna edge that with that little piece, and then I'm gonna put down the other parts at the bottom. I'm gonna have the little teeny tiny monster on the inside. For the outside, I'm using 1 centimeter from the monster set, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of a chipboard piece which says enjoy, which you can get from the Create a Smile store. I think you can get everything except the cardstock and the lawn fawn paper from there. I'm using some Tombow Mono Multi on the little edged paper to make it move around a little bit so that I can fit it perfectly. And then I'm using some tape runner on the papers. And then I'm gonna use some glossy accent on the back side of the chipboard, because that has a little bit more of a stick to it than the Tombow Mono Multi, so that I know that it can stay thoroughly. And on the monster, I'm using some foam tape at the back to give him that natural little shadow, which I really like, to make it stand out from the card. Also using the Mono Multi on the small monster that I'm putting on the inside of the card, because I don't want to build anything on the inside, so it's going to be easier to close. Then I have these really beautiful enamel pieces, which I also got from the Create a Smile stamp store. They are really beautiful. I really like the colors because they're so bold and so strong. So I'm using the smaller arrows on the outside just to get the edge of the card into the card, sort of. And then I'm using some arrows on the inside, the bigger ones, because I felt it needed to have a little bit of that and give a little way to the little monster. So that is the kind of decoration of the card. Then I'm just removing the paper from the score tape, and I fold the edges in over and make the little pocket. And with the pocket done, I can now put my little chocolate baggies inside of my card, or coffee. If you have instant coffee ones, you can add those instead. And the card is done. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just comment down below. If you like this video, please thumbs it up and share it with your friends. And here are 2 other videos I made with the Create a Smile stamps. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you later. Bye!